Dear friends, welcome to another video of Fathoming Mind. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the transmission of unconscious mind in the light of the movie called Nizhal. So, in the light of the movie Nizhal, we can see that how the unconscious mind is transmitted from generation to generation. So, the movie in the first phase, it is appearing in a superstitious phase, but it is going slowly going into the deeper levels of the unconscious mind and exploring it in a deeper level, so that we can see the genius of the director or the writer in that case. So here in this movie, a child is speaking about the crimes that have happened in different places and in different times, even years ago, even before the child was born, that means many years ago. And the teachers got wondered whenever the child is asked to write a story. The child is writing about a story or a crime that has happened, really happened in the past, and it has got really connection with the past, and it has really happened. So how it is possible for a child to write this story? So the all teachers wondered, and everybody wondered why, how this child is able to write like that. So there is a story behind that. The story is that the child's mother is telling these crimes when the mother is in a unconscious mood, or when the mother is lulling the child to sleep in an unconscious mode. And where this mother is getting these stories, and this has again the flashback. The mother has again the flashback. The mother, when she was a child, and his this mother's mother, this mother's, that means the child's grandmother, when she was when she had when grandmother of husband was coming, and he was a criminal, and he has done so many crime things, and after doing this crime, he was confessing this crime in to this grandmother, and this grandmother heard these stories, and these stories went deeply into the mother's mind. And this mother, when she is and it is there in her unconscious mind, when she is in sleepy mood, she is telling these stories to this boy, and this boy is writing these stories in the book. That is how the story goes on. So here we know that how the unconscious mind is working through generation. From the grandfather is doing these crimes, and the grandfather's crime is confessed to the grandmother, and the grandmother is telling confessed to grandmother, and the child is the and that mother is hearing all these stories, and this mother is telling to the child these stories. So the unconscious transmissions we can see. So we know that the Freud is the psychologist who is telling about the unconscious mind and its influence in the behavior. There are certain tests. Even Freud is telling about the free association and dream analysis to understand the unconscious mind of the individual. And unconscious mind is influencing the individual's behavior in everyday life, which the individual is not apparently aware about. So the unconscious mind, if a person is getting light into unconscious mind, and if a person is able to change the unconscious mind, according to Freud, he can do a lot of things. And the Freud, who is the next disciple of Sigmund Freud, or the follower of the Sigmund Freud, is introducing the concept of collective unconscious. In the collective unconscious, many of the symbols, even religious and other symbols or cultural symbols, it is transmitted from generation to generation, and it is used culturally by the people. The concept of Bharat Mata, or the other type of concept, or the symbolic concepts which we are using, is an example of that. So here these kind of mentions are made. So the Bharat Mata concept is the nation's concept, and we are commonly agree upon these things. But we can say about the goddess earth. So that is another concept. Goddess earth is transmitted, the concept of that is transmitted from generation to generation. So this is an example I told, but there are so many other things and experiences transmitted from person to person, and this is carried on. So here the unconscious, being aware about unconscious mind helps us to have a proper understanding of ourselves. So the unconscious mind, according to Freud, acts as a reason for our behavior. When we come into know about more about our unconscious mind, we are able to aware about our present behavior. Even psychologists who practice psychoanalysis is helping us to go deeper into unconscious mind and also trying to change. We know that there are not many things or very great things that have happened in our unconscious mind, but there are some elements of unconscious mind which is influencing us. But we by becoming aware about the unconscious mind, or by becoming having a self introspection, of course we can have an insight into unconscious mind, and it helps us to change our everyday behavior and come to a well-being. Thank you, dear friends.